right, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'chak Kodash. Double honors unto the elder apostles of Great Millstone.
Okay.
And salutation and much love to Joachim out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. And this is the brother Ash.
We're
just going to do a quick in-transit video, flow through the spirit concerning, the uproars and
144.
The uproars and the conflicts that are taking place right now around the world, that it's not really being pushed out there, because you got conflicts in South America, Central America, Africa, the Middle East, Europe, all right, with all the yellow vest protests, even in Asian countries, and because India and Pakistan, that's considered Asia, you got beef over there, and so there's all kind of things going on in Libya. All right, you got the Americas claiming, oh yeah, it's time to pull the troops out, and in Syria, or it's like Libya, Syria. You got tensions in Iran. Yeah, so even while tensions grow amongst nation against nation, you got tensions among those nations, man. Just like you got tensions here in America, man, with the Nipsey Hussle. That's just stirring up race riots.
Hey, if I may add to it, his funeral or something like that, get together, it was actually a shooting. It was people got shot, people died. I mean, bro, it's like you say, and that's going to bring in that race war, those race wars, and riots, outbreaks. That's all it's going to, like we always say, America ain't doing it to make America great again. No, the only thing that's going to make America great is it being destroyed.
Yeah.
It's only going to go downhill from here, man. Scriptures say we would have healed her, all right? All these things,
will not be healed.
God, all these things that are happening are signs that Yahweh Shai is coming back, bro. Because the scriptures say in Isaiah 47, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, So now all that skirt is being lifted up, all that wickedness, everything that's about this damn devil is being shown, And that's the spirit we was talking about there earlier too. These other nations, yeah, they hate this damn devil, but they can't take him out. Why? Because he has that power. He still has that sword. And the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is gathering these nations together, man.
In Revelation, I think it was chapter 9 or 6. It says that the power was given unto the red horse, him that rides upon, to take peace from the earth.
Yeah, that's right.
So in Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So you're not gonna take Esau down before his time is up. The Lord's the one that set the boundaries. That he cannot pass. The Lord's the one that set it up. So taking up arms and going to the gun range, that's all a waste of time, man. Yeah, storing food,
bunkers and shit. Yeah.
Really, that's for the heathen, so that in the 2/3 they're doing that, so the prophets of the Lord, the servants, can rejoice in that day and eat.
65 and 13.
Yep. My servants shall eat. All right, my servants shall drink, and my servants shall rejoice, man. While people are starving to death, all right, thirsty as hell, man. Crying, not knowing what's going on.
Yep.
And that's why, like the brother was saying, man, these are signs that the Lord is about to return. It's like what, man? You got when a woman goes into labor, her water breaks. What she goes through those contractions.
Yep.
First they're 10 minutes apart, then they're 8-9 minutes apart, and so on until the baby comes, man.
Right.
And that's what's happening now. The contractions are getting closer and closer.
And it gets painful and worse. And that's why Scripture saying perilous times shall come in the last days. To where we're going back to the title of this lesson we're doing, conflicts and uproars of the people. The Lord told us that before His kingdom come, this must happen, bro. It has to happen. You know what I mean? And what we being in the spirit, the Lord is shaping us up, to be in the spirit, all right, to be forerunners, or leaders, whatnot, because the scriptures tell us that a flood is coming in, man. A flood that 1/3 is going to come in and get that message and be saved by calling on the names of Yahweh. It says under heaven there is no other name wherein we must be saved. And that's why we run into certain people, in our daily life, and we talking to them, and the spirit will hop on you. You be like, yeah, hey, just hey, if you call on that name, Lord's will, you be saved, you and your family. We're not saying that for no reason, bro. You know what I mean? We actually sealing the 1/3, bro. We out here doing this work. All right, because it's coming a time when that conflict and that uproar is at your door. All right, you gotta have the spirit. If you don't have the spirit, you through. And that's why we out here, making up the house of David, closing up the breaches, like we were talking about earlier, man.
And it's just gonna the uproars and the conflicts are just going to get progressively worse and worse, man, until ultimately World War III breaks out. All right, because really it's already started. You know, when World War II started, you know, it took about 4 or 5 years before America got involved, and then after the war was over, then they called it World War II. But what's now you're witnessing it. You're living World War III right now. It just hasn't exploded yet, man.
That's right.
And, you know, it's just a little skirmishes here, little skirmishes here. But if you look around the world, there's war everywhere, man. And ultimately, the sides are being formed. Just like in World War II, you had the Axis and the Allies. Well, all the side people are taking sides right now, man. And guess what? Anybody that goes on the side of America is ultimately going to go to the other side, man.
What's that? Revelations 17,
18.
Yep,
Yeah, 17.
The beast shall hate the whore.
Yeah.
You know, that's the heads. That's the superpowers, man.
Yeah.
So how much more
the NATO?
That's right. Yeah. So how much more that those nations, man,
that already hate the whore, you know.
That's right. That's right. So it's only gonna get worse, man. You know, and that's why we here to wake up the elect of Israel. You know, that's why the Lord put the Spirit on us, man. All right, to gather the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man. All right, because what? Yahweh Shai said, "My sheep hear my voice," because it's getting ready to go down. All right, and we're looking to have a hedge over us in these times. All right, and that's why when people be like, I got a lot of people come up to me asking me at my job, you know, Spirit Hopper or Jake can say something, you know, they'd be like, you know, what are you going to do in that time? Listen, it's not about what we're going to do. The scriptures say, wait ye upon the Lord. All right, even Yahweh Shai don't even know when he's going to get sent back, man. And that's the word of the Heavenly Father. But we know that time is going to come. All right, it's evident, you know. Because what? These other nations think they're going to mess. You know, I always say this. These other nations think they really going to rule next, bro.
Like the Moabites.
Yeah, bro.
They're buying land and giving financing everybody. Because they really think they got next.
Yeah, kind. But what? At the end of the day, the Lord said the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. How is that? Because 2nd Ezra 13 chapter, man. Yahweh Shai is the one who's going to be, like Ezra said, he flew upon a great mountain, man. Mm-hmm. You know? And who's on that great mountain? Yahweh Shai. And what does that mountain consist of? Chariots, man. Angels, bro.
And that's literally. But hey, mountains are considered governments, and who's the head of the government that's going to be formed? Is Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
You know, so his government is going to overcome this government, this world's, all right, this system. All right, because Lord's will be those, man. We're going to be part of that, all right? Because to be a great ruler. You know, like King David. Let's use King David as an example. He was a king, but he was on the front lines. You know, he was out there slaying niggas, man. Yeah. He had the biggest body count, man.
Yeah.
You know,
that's why he couldn't. What y'all would say? Hey, look, I'm gonna have to use Solomon. You know, your hands too.
Yeah,
bloody.
Exactly. Hey man, you know? he was so he was so about it that his men had to be like, yo, you're getting too old for this, man. You gotta stop, man, because he got wounded. You know, they're like, all right, man, you gotta stop it, because
he still wanted to go out, man.
So what do you think the Lord's host is gonna be like, man?
Bro, because what the scriptures say, he's a man of war.
Yep.
Yahweh Shai said, if this was my kingdom, my servant shall fight. You know, the scripture say the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. So what? Like you say, you got to be out on that forefront. That's why the Lord is building us up in the spirit, all right, to consume this place by the spirit, man. Because it's going to come a time where it's going to be physical.
And part of the conflicts is the spiritual war, which we're fighting, man. Yeah. So we are in a battle. We are out in the front lines, you know, in the spiritual battle. But what? Our weapons are not carnal, man. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but spiritual. They're casting down the strongholds, man. And that's the most powerful thing, man. The Hebrews 4:12, the word of Yahweh is
quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. Yeah, it's complete idiots, man. But you know, we need that balance. You know? Need that balance. Keep us rage. Keep us. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. You know. So we. That's why the Lord put us through this hell, because we at war. All right, we can't be just going through this walk like it's like ice cream and cake, bro.
Yeah, like
no, bro.
Yeah, you don't want to accept the reality that people are gonna hate you.
No, we need that, bro. The scripture say, through much tribulation shall we suffer, bro. We need to be hardened. So that's why the Lord is putting brothers through that fire, building brothers' spirit up, man. You know, because it's coming a time where 1/3 the masses of our people, which of course to us is a small number. But 1/3 is a huge number, bro. Yeah, we are in a time of acts.
That's millions.
Yeah, bro. When shit really hit the fan, we always talk about this. The famine, we was just talking about this at the house. Famine of the word, we can't wait till this happens, because these are the biggest signs, or the things that are going to come to pass that's happening right before our eyes, that's going to shake up masses of the people. And we need that, because every time it gets worse, It's a balance.
More people wake up.
And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is near. You know what I mean? Because the scriptures say the day of the Lord is near and hasteth greatly. You know, so at the same time that majority of the people are getting shaken up, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is coming through, bro. We need these events to happen, man. You know? I got something real quick you want to speak on the This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. It says, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die."
Yeah, 2 parts of what? 2 parts of Israel, man. And all the land, wherever so they be scattered, man. 2/3, because, hey, 1/3 is not just in America or in the UK. 2/3, you have 2/3 in China, or so like 1/3 among all the nations, man. So you know, they might not necessarily get carried up into a chariot, but when the nukes hit, they might be in a country that goes untouched, and then when we come down, we come and get them. You know, but you know, just speculating, but. You know, because we're just scattered all around, but just like the 2/3, man. We got 2/3 that look like Jake, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and then you got the 2/3 that look like the other nations that are going to die, man. So it's talking about in all the land, wherever the whole earth, that 2/3 are going to perish away, man, because they need death. They need death by pain.
That's a mercy kill, man. Because they're gonna come back through us.
Exactly.
But they need to die. They like that. Matter of fact, that's the spirit. I just did a video. 2/3 are mercy kill. When you actually go into the definition of the word mercy kill, it means those that are they have a patient that has they're suffering from an illness or a pain that cannot be healed, man. You know what I mean? 2/3
are terminal.
Right.
That's what they call it. Like if you're in the hospital and there ain't no hope for you, they call you terminal. He got a terminal cancer, a terminal disease. You know, he's done. He's finished. He's just waiting. Yeah, they send him to the hospice. Let him wait out. You know, you just got it. That's a taking him out would be mercy, man.
That's what. And bro, I'm serious. That's the definition of the word mercy kill, man. That's exactly what 2/3 are. Because they gonna come back through us, but what? They're not in a mind of war, man.
Yep.
You know, they're not spiritually prepared, bro.
Not spirit. I just did a video earlier about what manner of life should you be living. They're just living in folly, man. Living for the flesh. Living for themselves, man. That's why the scriptures say that there should be lovers of themselves in the last days. There should be lovers of themselves. That's why they got selfies and Instagram and all that shit, man.
That's right. That's right. Hey, because America pushes you into a selfish individual, man. It pushes you to be about you, man. Everything is about me, me, me. America is a me, me, me society, man. You know? How can I get... So it's going... Bro, that's why when the movie Purge... Bro, the scriptures say it shall surpass 70 AD, man. You know, the time we're coming in, bro. So we are only getting we're getting a visual aspect of how it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to get real bad out here, bro. And you people are not going to... The majority of you are not going to make it, bro. But we do these videos for the elect, because the elect going to get it, man. All right? It says, but the third shall be brought... But the third shall be left therein, and I will bring the third part through the fire.
Yep, and that's that furnace of adversity. Go ahead.
And will refine them.
Yeah, refine means to purify, man. You refine something like refined gold or refined oil. What do? They purify it. They separate it. You know? Go ahead.
It says, as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried.
Exactly. So we got to be tried to be purified. You know, you got these dudes tried and refined, but they haven't, you know, they don't even know why do you do that? Because the real tribulation hasn't even come. The time of Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation hasn't even come. So how are you tried and refined?
That's really being proud, man.
Yeah.
You know, bucking up against the elders. You know what I mean? But you know, hey, somebody got to fulfill that.
Somebody got to be 2/3.
God, anyway, that's what we're reading about.
Hey, but if we correlate that with the topic, hey, the majority of the 2/3, they're gonna die through these uproars in the conflicts, man. When these race riots and the shit really break out here in America, man, a lot of these niggas are gonna die, man. Or they will die. And if they make it to the missiles, man, that's hey, the Lord really hates you.
Oh my gosh, bro. That's right, because that's the end. The end is always saved for last. Just like when you eat, you don't eat all your chicken. You know what I mean? You might eat all your broccoli and shit. You know what I mean? You gonna say that chicken, bro.
Save the best for last.
God, so you're right. The Lord, Yahweh Shai really hates you, whoever reserved for those missiles, man. And that's why we trying to escape that wrath to come by what? Measuring the time diligently and staying in the spirit, being occupied in the prophecies, man. The scriptures tell you, he that gives his mind over to the law is occupied in the prophecies. All right, the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. What we're foretelling you was to come. What's the topic we going into? The conflict and the wars and the uproars, man. Okay, and that's evident. That's so close. It's near. It's here. You know what I mean? Just because it ain't popping off, like I always say, through the spirit. When shit really hit the fan, if it's at your door, it's too late, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like we can see the war outside.
Hey, that's why the Lord set up watchmen to warn you before it comes, man.
Con.
Like you got this movie, Bird Box. It's on Netflix, you know, where they had to wear the blindfolds and shit. But what happened? She seen it at the beginning of the movie. She seen the shit was going down in Russia. And she was like, oh, whatever, that's over there. She turned the TV off. But then later that day, same shit happened in her place, and now she want to worry about it. It's too late, bitch.
Con,
you know,
that's the spirit. That's the spirit, bro. It's too late. And what? Oh, the script. Matter of fact, let's grab that real quick. Proverbs 1 through the spirit. This is Proverbs 1 and 22. It says, Salakia, verse 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refused.
Yeah, so the Lord's calling. How is he calling, man? Through his prophets, man. He's over here smacking you, trying to smack you in the face to wake you up out of sleep. But what, you refuse, you know, you leave me alone. Let me alone. I want to stay going to sleep. Well, you're going to remain in darkness, and ultimately you'll just be destroyed.
That's right. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof.
Yeah, hey, how does the Lord give you his counsel and his reproof? Through his prophets, man.
Right.
And that's why he set us up in all the major cities around America, and now popping up around the world, man. You got brothers, well, they've been out there in London, you know, England, you know, but you got different other countries in Europe now, Denmark, and now you got brothers popping up in South Central America, man. You got brothers in what was it, the Russia area, I believe. I think they said Russia. It was Russia. You got brothers in Africa.
Yeah.
You know, brothers in the Philippines.
You had brothers on watching the elders in India, man.
India.
You know?
So there's no excuse, man.
Oh my gosh, boy, we almost out of here.
Matthew 24 says in like 21, the word shall be preached to all the earth,
and then shall the end come.
Exactly. So
right.
we're that's how we know we're people always say, oh, you don't know what day the Lord's coming back. Well, no, but I know the signs that they're gonna tell you when it's about to come. So I know we damn near at the end, man.
What Yahushua said, oh fools, you know, y'all are able to discern
when it's gonna rain, you know?
But cannot discern the times. You know what I mean? So that's through the spirit, and the Lord knew that because he knew. The scriptures even tell you when Yahushua was on the scene, he knew all them that had faith. He knew that he would read. He was a mind reader. He had that power. He had that power, so he knew them that had faith. You know. So we coming into that time where that same man is coming back, but he's not coming back as a man. You know what I mean? That's somebody to be feared, bro. That's really the whole talk, bro. I mean. Somebody who, bro, like I was telling brother Mike Allah, Yahushua gave us signs of his coming back, and he told us that war's gonna be popping off, right? Then he said, look, I will not meet thee as a man. I mean, is that not a power to be feared, bro? This guy is not coming as a man, bro.
Kind of, we'll just put it like this. He when he was on here, when he was here 2,000 years ago, he said he could have called down a legion of angels, man. So, what is he going to be able to do when he comes back and not meet thee as a man? Meaning a mortal man. He coming back as an immortal, all right? Because, he's still going to have skin and bones, you know. But, you know, because we had a bug out, you know, Manasseh come up and he was like, oh, so he's not coming as a man. Was he going to come like Casper? You know, come on, man, that's simple. But now he coming out as an immortal man. All right, the uncorruptible, just like first. There you go. Yeah,
I got you. I'm already in. That's the spirit. 1 Corinthians 15.
So if we're joint heirs, and the scripture saying, I think it's 1 John or maybe the book of John. Yeah, it's 1 John 3. Yeah. And it says we shall be as like him. You're right.
So we shall see him as he is.
Exactly, kind. So if he's not going to be people as men, and we're going to be changed, and what are we going to be changed into? The same thing. He coming back, like, you know.
I got you. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 47. Through the spirit, it says the first man is of the earth, right? So what we taking on that earthly form, you know? It says earthy. The second man is the Lord from heaven. All right, so that second man is the Lord from heaven. So Yahweh Shai's coming in his Lord form.
Yeah.
You know, his Lord form, and that's the same form we're going to have.
His final form.
His final form.
Yeah.
You know, because we watched Dragon Ball Z and shit.
Exactly. That's his final form, man.
You know, hey, that's crazy. That's beautiful. Verse 48, said 80. 48. As the earthy, such are they also that are earthy. And as the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly.
Yep.
You know, do not the scripture say, lay up your treasures in heaven?
Yep.
You know, ye are dead and your life is hid in Hamashiach. Well, where is Hamashiach now? He's in the heavens, man. You know, but what? His spirit is resting upon this man. You know, that comfort is resting upon us so that what? We can be changed like him, man. You know, the scripture say, in the twinkling of an eye, you know, verse 49. It says, as we have borne the image of the earthy, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly. All right, kind. That's the times we're coming into, man, of bearing that second covenant, man. Okay, because everybody's looking for a way out. The way out is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. There's nothing you can do but wait upon him. It's going to say, blessed are all those that wait upon him in Psalms 37, man. All right. So waiting upon Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the scriptures tell you, wait upon the Lord and he shall renew thy strength. Yeah. Okay. That strength has been renewed into us spiritually because of the wisdom and the knowledge, but that's going to be a physical appearance.
Exactly.
Man.
Just like,
you know,
renew that strength. Look, we're going to go back into the angels that we used to be, man.
That's right.
But now it's going to be on earth.
That's right.
Because when we were in that estate, we were you know, we were creating the earth, you know, and then the Lord put us in this flesh, you know, he made this flesh for us. But what? We gonna be gods on the earth, man. Yeah, Psalms 83, I say, yeah, gods.
No, you are children of the Most High, right? Sons of the Heavenly Father. Power, yeah, come. Hey, man, judgment, you know. Yeah. You know, a lot of judgment coming, you know, and that's going back to the topic. Yeah. Conflict and uproars. We need that, man. Yeah. We need that because that, in a time of judgment, it's always going to be a mercy. You know, I always say that the Heavenly Father is a balance, right? So what? In ultimate time of judgment, there's going to be an ultimate of mercy. And what? Do not he have vessels of honor? You know, so you got to be looking for the mercy. Don't think about what can go wrong. Think about what can go right for you, man.
18, not how the
unrighteous shall be kind, but how the righteous
perish, but how the righteous shall be saved.
That's right, kind. You know, because we need this war to pop off, or famine. We need these things to happen, man, so we can get the hell out of this fucking condition, man. You should be tired of going off, bro. I was just meditating on that earlier. I'm like, bro, I'm so tired of going off, man. Aren't you tired of going off? You know what I mean? I'm tired of being in this fucking weak ass flesh.
And that's gonna be that's the real prize that we're gonna get. Serving Yahweh Shema Shai 100%, man. That's the real prize, and then everything else comes with it. You know, everything else is just
accolades.
Everything else is like a perk, a bonus package. You know, when you serve the Lord 100%, you get everything else that comes with it, man.
That's right.
Which is the kingdom of heaven.
Because what the scripture say, be ye perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect. And what are we perfect in? The doctrine. The doctrine is perfect, the word. So that's why the Lord said, as I in thee and thou in me, they, you know, that we all may be one. Yeah, exactly. What are we one in? We are one in the word, man. That's why he came down in the likeness of the flesh. You know,
it showed us that he overcame sin, bro. He overcame death, man.
Bro.
But he still died. Ain't that something?
You know? Hey, but you know, through the spirit, you got something you want to.
Nah, that was it, man.
Hey, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, we reached our destination. You know, so we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachah Kodash. All right, and as always, double honors to our apostles and hail elders of great millstone who were well taught us this truth through the spirit. Rock a thumb. And as always, salutations to the Zaquanian Wa'akim across the four corners of the earth that's teaching this truth in sincerity, faith, and honesty. All right, Salawam Wahabatham, Lahabakariam, Shah Yasha Allah, which is peace and love to the elect of Israel. All right, with that, Shalom.